I just started it. Hey, we're here.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Two Tunes Podcast.
Welcome. My voice sounds like this today.
It does. Why?
I had a few beverages last night.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough of them were water.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Great. I was also singing in my car. Been listening to a lot of music the last couple of days, which is kind of unusual.
I need to, because you usually listen to podcasts.
Yeah, and I'm like caught up on my podcasts. And in the fall, when Mark Maron's podcast goes away,
then
I've got less. No, I don't listen to his every week. He does 2 a week, Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
I don't do every week because I pick and choose like whoever the guest is that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
But lately, he's been having like a lot of great guests that I'm going to listen to because it's kind of like his like farewell tour.
Yeah,
in a way. So there's people that he's had on before, people he's never had on, and
I just want him to have Barack on again.
That'd be kind of cool. You'd be like, hey, Mr. Obama, why did you do all those war crimes?
Wow. Yeah.
What?
Do you think he'd do that?
Because they all do.
Yeah. June. Okay. So remember how Apple Music keeps track? Oh my God, it's still low.
Apple Music does like Spotify Wrapped every month.
Monthly. And then they do at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I only listened 3,000 minutes. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
Because April was 3,800 minutes.
Okay.
And then last month was 29. I mean, it's up from May, but it's down from everything else. It's pretty low.
Gotcha.
Top artist, 9 Inch Nails.
Of course.
Top song, My Car by Kixie.
Nice.
Top album, This Movie Sucks by Dury. It just came out. Yeah, I'm going to do some changing in the process of this because I am getting cut off. I need to just lower the gate. Okay. What's that?
It's mowing outside.
It's mowing.
That sounds like it's on the roof.
Yeah, it just sounds weird because they're through headphones.
So we're recording on the road.
Yeah, we'll say we're on the road. We're on the road.
We're at my school today instead of Bo's school. So we have the Roadcaster that we used in last week's episode.
Yeah, we did. And then we're going to use it next week as well.
Yeah.
I think that this could be a cool thing that we can do this anywhere.
Yeah.
We could do it at a coffee shop.
No. Let's not do that. Unless it's like outside or something like away from people. We're not.
Yeah. But it could be outside. And with these microphones, like they don't pick up anything.
Yeah.
Because like here is off axis and now it's gone and then we're back on and then there you go.
Yeah. It's wild that like for people listening, last week's episode is just last week, but like for us it was
oh my God, it's
almost a month ago.
It's so long
and, like,
ago.
So much life has happened.
All right. So how did you enjoy the experience that you had?
Just the whole thing?
Yeah.
It was great.
The whole show.
So it was my first time seeing all 4 of those bands.
Mm-hmm.
So Bite Me Bambi, Fishbone, Suicide Machines, and Less Than Jake. I had never seen any of them live before. Mm-hmm. At most, maybe I caught a little bit of Less Than Jake at one point on Warped Tour.
Yeah.
But I don't ever recall like, I'm going to go watch Less Than Jake or whatever. Like I like them, but I was never like into them, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like I don't own any of their albums or whatever.
I'm going to interject because you're talking about Less Than Jake. Uh-huh. I think Less Than Jake is for kids.
Sure.
They seem like it's a kid's band.
Well, I said to Mike, so Mike is a big ska fan. My friend Mike, our friend Mike.
Yeah, sure.
We're communists. It's our friend, comrade. So he came to the show as well, and he's a big ska fan and stuff. And so he's seen Less Than Jake like a bunch, like so much so that I think like 2 years ago or something, we were in Louisville. Mm-hmm. And like we were doing like bourbon tastings and stuff and like distillery tours, and I was just like looking for other stuff to do, and I was like, oh, like hey, Less Than Jake's playing. And he's like, yeah, I've seen them. Like, and it's not a knock, but it's just like he had seen them a bunch, so he's like, if you want to go, I'll go, but if not, I'm good, kind of thing. So anyway, yeah. Afterwards, I was saying to him, I was like, oh, so I get what they're like shticky and jokes and. Mm-hmm. Banter and stuff, but they were good. I like them. Suicide Machines are great.
Dude, they're always
that's not just me like pandering to Rich.
Yeah. No,
they were fantastic.
They're always great.
Yeah.
Like I'm
again,
surprised.
like a band that like I just never really listened to, but like now I'm gonna.
I do want to point out that
and having the personal connection is
it makes it better.
Yeah.
They did sound bad that night. They did not
No,
sound
no.
bad.
The sound was bad for them.
Yes.
Correct.
The
Yes.
sound was bad because the next day when I saw him in Pittsburgh, it was so much better.
Yeah.
But it was also like during their set, I was like on the edge of the pit.
Okay.
And then because
My mic down.
I have a lot more friends in Pittsburgh. So
Must be nice.
Must be nice. I know. So our friend Chuck was there and his wife Kaylin is probably one of my oldest, or a person that I've known the longest in my life.
Yeah.
Like my best friend Jay, I've probably known Kaylin longer because when I was like in elementary school, I was friends with her older brother. So like I would go over to their house. And then the Code's drummer Seth, his sister and her husband were there. And as we were watching the Suicide Machines, we were like right on the edge of the pit, and Rachel went into the pit, but apparently, and she's like, I don't know if she's 40 yet. She might be just 40.
Okay.
And she went in and like, it's slick.
Yeah.
It was slick at stage AE. And she went in and then immediately went down. And then her husband is just like, yep, she went down. And then he went out and he went like a couple laps around.
Oh my God.
And then he like, I missed my exit. He had to go around a couple more times. And he comes out and he was like, apparently like, man, I'm so sweaty and hot. And he went and it's like, he was in there for like a minute. And then it took him so long to like cool down after that. But they sounded great. The show was, very similar. And I was pointing out, like, I missed that magic trick that Less Than Jake did.
Oh,
So the trombone player comes out and you see him putting on
He's
a
like,
gorilla.
look at me putting on this gorilla outfit. He puts on like a white painter suit and then like a gorilla mask or whatever.
And he's running around. And then I missed it in Philly where he comes, like, he
hides behind like a banner for
somebody else
too long.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that was the thing. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to pay attention now.
Yeah.
And then they made a reference that is just like, he's a magician.
Yeah.
What happened? Where'd you go?
Well, they did it. I feel like in Philly, he hung out behind that banner too long before his like double came out.
Yeah.
Like it should have been seamless, right? Like he's running and then still running. Yeah.
I got you.
That was interesting. Yeah, it was a good show. And then we obviously interviewed, well, not even, what kind of interviewed, but like had Rich on the podcast.
Yeah, we did our 3 Tunes.
3 Tunes podcast, which was cool. That was very cool.
Yeah. Would you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Does it depend on who?
Yeah. I don't want it to be like just
random Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
Like somebody that we know now.
Yeah. Well, I have talked for a long time about
Lovell.
Jeff Lovell on, So we'll see.
I would like to keep the theme of 3.
Oh.
But like not like it needs to be in the name. It can be like this.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it could go in a lot of different ways because then, I mean, you want him to bring up Stevie Wonder.
Well, that was my thought. It was like we do just a whole Stevie Wonder episode.
So for those who
don't know.
And
it could even be like covers or original or whatever.
Speaking of, we need to do a cover episode next.
Yeah, I got some good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if I always remember to save them on my playlist though.
Understood.
I was hanging out with actually I had a phone conversation yesterday and then where I was talking about the podcast with somebody as part of the conversation, and then I was with a couple people last night that are friends that do listen to the podcast, and like the question came up twice of like, how do you keep coming up with songs, basically? And I don't know if you're this way. I feel like we've talked about it, like even on the air.
Yeah, I think
like
Rich kind of brought it up. Like you guys listen to a lot of music, like, and it's like not really. Like we should listen to more.
Well, that was one thing. I was like, first of all, I feel like and I've said this too, I feel like we're getting a little samey in what we're bringing. But that also is because like when you're listening to certain things and then the algorithm suggests similar things, or you see, oh, that band's touring with this band. Well, guess what? They're going to sound similar-ish. They're going to be in the same genre or close enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
But anyway, so the other part of it I was saying was like, there are some times where I'm just listening to a lot of stuff. I'm finding new music. I'm like actively doing that, whatever. Like I feel like I'm in that phase right now. And then there are other times where I'm like, oh shit, we got to record tomorrow.
And that's where you go to like the sameness, where it's just like,
or I go to like a thing from the 90s or the early 2000s, you know what I mean? Like then I go something old.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it kind of goes in spurts. And then there's times like I feel like right now I've got a backlog of stuff. Like I kind of want us to like record like 12 episodes because I'm like, I got a whole bunch of stuff that I could share. And maybe in the time that it actually takes us to record, I'll forget about that group or I won't be as into it or whatever. I don't know. But yeah,
so
that was part of it.
I have a stupid thing that I just found out.
Yeah.
I don't know where the inputs are on the back there.
Okay.
So like I was like turning up 1 because I thought 1 was on the bottom.
Oh no, we're in like 2 and 4.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
So I turned down 4 because I'm like, oh, this doesn't need to be up. And then I went down. I'm like, wait, why can't I hear anything now?
That's funny. Hey, did you go? You went to Warped Tour?
I did not go to Warped
You did not go to Warped Tour.
And I feel really bad about it. I'm not going to mention it.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Rich. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well,
it's a sore subject for me.
Okay.
And I kind of didn't want to talk about it. I should have brought that up
sorry.
before we recorded.
All right. So I'll skip over it. I went to Europe.
Yeah, you did.
That was great. It was a really good time. We went, I'll give like the quick highlights. Flew into Frankfurt and then went to this like old medieval town.
You went to medieval times?
Yes, went to medieval times. No, this medieval like walled city called Rothenburg ob der Taube. And then we also went to Dinkelsbühl, which is like another little medieval type town. Went to Munich, visited the Dachau memorial site, the concentration camp. I visited Nymphenburg Palace in Munich. Then we went to Innsbruck in Austria. And we dipped into Liechtenstein for like 20 minutes.
Isn't there a song?
Liechtenstein?
Yeah.
Probably. It is the 6th smallest country in the world. Got my passport stamp there. Cost me €5. But it was worth it. Then we went to Switzerland. We were in Lucerne. And then we were in like the Black Forest region in Heidelberg. And then came home. And we did a lot in that time. I was on Mount Pilatus, which is like 7,000 feet up in the air. And that was beautiful and glorious. And it was pretty cool. Why do you think Mount Pilatus is called Pilatus, Bo?
No idea.
Because Pontius Pilatus, or Pontius Pilate, is apparently buried there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Also, it's rumored that there used to be dragons on that mountain. Dragons, yeah. But it was a great trip. I bought some records from a record store in Munich called Black Wave Records. Shout them out. They were like 20 minutes from our hotel. I walked in and I was like, hey, do you ship to America? And he was like, yep. And I was like, cool, then I will shop here. Because otherwise it ain't happening. He's like, nope, I get it. He's like, all good. He's like, it'll probably take a couple weeks. I'm like, that's totally fine.
Is that how he sounded?
No, he had a bit of a German accent. Only a bit of one, though.
Okay.
So I bought a few things. I haven't really listened yet because I like literally just got them yesterday and just kind of like opened them up and was like, yep, here they are. It's all stuff that like I just wouldn't be able to find here. Like mostly things in German, like German bands and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty good. So the band I'm going to talk about today is also German. I wish that I would have had listened to them prior to going to that store because I would have seen if they had that record.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy it. Like I bought it online now since I've been home, but I would have just bought it there if they had it because I really like it. But yeah, it was cool. It was a cool little store. They had all kinds of different stuff. They had some jazz stuff, but I didn't really dig too much into that. I was trying to get more like things I could only get here kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or get there, I should say. And so yeah, it's pretty good. The one that I did listen to, only because it's on Spotify, is a band called Hildegard von Binge Drinking.
What?
you know Hildegard von Bingen, like the famous like nun that was also a musician and whatever. And there's a really interesting like New York Times or New Yorker article about her from a couple of years ago, like about her life. But anyway, this band is Hildegard von Binge Drinking, and it's good so far. What I've listened to, it's interesting. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I did go to another record store when we were in Luzern, I think, in Switzerland. But one, there was just nobody around that I could find working there. And then when I did see a guy, he was like talking to this lady for like a long time. And also they only had like new stuff, which again, I'm like not opposed to buying new records, but I'm like, I can buy new records at home or online or whatever. There's nothing special about getting it here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I'm going to pay new record prices for things that I don't necessarily know if I like, you know, because I've talked about that before. Like when I go to like Limited to One in New York or some other places, I'll take a flyer on something if it's like relatively cheap. And that's what I did in this store in Munich too. Like stuff was like cheap enough that I was like, yeah, even if I don't like it, I only spent €10 on it or something, like $10 on it. So yeah, I might talk a little bit more about some more of my trip later or next week, but it was a good time.
Definitely.
Well,
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I don't know if I actually told you this or like texted or messaged you through Instagram because like you were sending a lot of photos, which is great, which is you should do. That's the purpose.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, you're spending a lot of time in Epcot in Germany. Wait.
There it is.
Actually, that's not going to be heard because I didn't record that channel, so it doesn't do anything.
Just so you know, Bo hit a button on the Roadcaster that goes wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, because I didn't think we were going to use the pads.
Well,
and guess what? We're using the pads.
Gotta be ready.
I know. I have to stop the recording and do it.
Yeah,
so, damn it, there was something else, but I forgot. Because of last week's episode, when it was a oneer, we should have done a tour. I mean, we didn't have enough time, really.
A what?
Like 2 episodes. Do 2 episodes with Rich.
Sure.
Two 3 2-ins podcast. Just like a normal episode for us, but
Yeah.
which we could have done a normal episode in the car on the way.
Yeah.
Well,
I
no.
had said about that we should have done like a post-mortem
Yeah.
in the car.
But
Mic on.
and I understand in my head why, because this can't be powered in a car.
Yeah.
Needs power. I wonder if I could power it from a laptop. I'll look into that later. Yeah, but because we have a oneer, we had a one-off. This you said this last week.
Yeah,
I
I'm
believe,
back.
Where
Back to being
where
second.
I'm first.
Yeah.
So I know nothing about this person. And how would you pronounce their last name?
Oh, hang on. Who'd you send?
Jessie Paege.
Paige.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, is that spelled wrong? But it's not. It is not spelled wrong because there's a Jessica Paege with the I. Paige.
Yeah.
Who's a completely different artist.
Sure.
So this person, Jessie Paege, not Jessica Paege. This song came up on, the normal type of stuff that like I just hit discover and it feeds me stuff based on whatever I've been listening to recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is cool. I was definitely not like paying attention. It did not hit me as like, this is really cool until the end.
Okay.
When it goes to like really, really dropped guitar, like metal. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Let me see what more, and nothing else sounds like that. And even this song, I'm like, at first listen, I was like, that's the best part of the song. It's just that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like the rest of it. But then more listening of the song, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then I believe I need to actually like look up because I don't know, maybe there's some things that, no, I'm right. Anyways, she has a song called Aphrodite, and I figured you'd love to put it on the, come around.
Hang on.
As the cover art. The cover art. You'd love to pop that up.
Nice.
Yes. So that's the reason I didn't do that one. But if you guys go see it, it's a good song. Like, she has good songs. But this one is like, the artwork is weird. She also has a song called I Killed Peter Pan.
Oh.
And it's like really interesting. This is a very much, this actually goes into something else I wanted to talk about. She has a lot of singles and EPs. So like is it the oldest thing that she has? No, it is not the oldest thing. But single EP. Single, 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 single. So an EP and a ton of singles.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of a single?
Get your music out there.
Okay, now as you are up and coming, the purpose of a single is like, hey, I got a song, put it out. When you're an established artist, let's say Taylor Swift, what's the purpose of a single? Like
to hype up the new thing.
To hype up the new thing.
Tease the new thing.
A lot of artists
It's like a trailer.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like a trailer for your album.
But some of those artists will just put it all out. Like Taylor Swift's, she announced it. It's like, I just won this Grammy. Was it at the Grammys that she won that? She
sure.
was like announcing it.
I don't know.
She's like, I just won this Grammy and I just want to let everybody know I'm putting out a new record. And everyone flipped out. And then it was my number one because I listened to it once because it was so long for April or May of last year, 2024. But like, what is the purpose of them? And then like nowadays, because if you look at the top whatever, some of like if a Drake record comes out, most big artists don't really do like singles. They just like release the whole record. And then you look at like the top 100 songs and they're all the album.
Sure.
Like on Spotify and Instagram, not on like the radio.
Yeah.
Because the radio is like, that makes sense. But like, I think at some point they just pick and choose. And the reason I bring this up is because this week, Krista Makes a Podcast is just putting out old episodes of The After Party, which is like their paid thing. And the one that I listened to today is, what is it? Like what should have been a single from an album.
Okay.
So it's like, here's an album. It was a great one. This song should be a single. So I just thought I'd bring that up and kind of talk about it.
Okay.
What songs do you think should be singles? I know it's a big topic. We could do that as an episode.
Yeah, we could do that as an episode. I don't know.
But it'd have to be like an album that is
it's like people been out for a while.
Yeah. I would be like, it has to come from before 2000.
Yeah.
Be like, pick an album and so on and so forth. Foo Fighters came out with a new record, or not a new record, but a new single. Today's song.
It's called "I Knocked Up This Chick."
Oh my god!
And then my wife dumped me.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Did they break up?
I don't know. I think so, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But then he also
they fired their drummer.
Yeah. I can kind of I don't know. I think Dave and drummers are a weird thing. Because at some point he's just like, I can do this like,
better than you.
I don't think he can do it better than Josh Freese. But like, he's a good drummer in his own right. I know we're skipping around a ton.
Yeah.
Let's go back. We'll talk about that maybe some other time.
Jessie Paege.
Jessie Paege. I really like this song. I like the
what's it called?
Wishing Well. Which there's another. Didn't you just know another person? Another person just posted like, oh, I worked on this song, Wishing Well. I'm like, is it this Wishing Well?
Oh.
It wasn't this Wishing Well. So similar names. Here's Wishing Well by Jessie Paege. Are you getting Build a Bitch vibes?
Build a Bitch.
Do you remember that song?
No.
Okay. Anyways. I like that it's pop, but it's pop, but it's not pop.
Sure.
It's got this
like pop vocals with and a little bit pop musically, but yeah.
Kind of has Poppy, like the artist Poppy. Not vocally, but like
I don't know who that is.
You should listen to Poppy.
Wishing on my last coin as I stare down a stone black tunnel to an unknown void. I just wanna hear your voice singing it'll be okay. I met you at the wishing well and never looked back. Now I can't let you go. You say you wish me well, well fuck that. I know you're scared to be alone. I'm going to the wishing well, I'm running right back. Baby, I can't let you go.
dubstep kind of sort of elements there.
Yeah, I liked all the production stuff.
Yeah.
Magic quarters, please help me out. I'm crying to a magic that I never did believe in.
You said you listened to more of her stuff, right?
Yeah.
Going down
Not like a ton, but yeah.
That's good.
I met you at the wishing well and never looked back. Now I can't let you go. You say you wish me well, well fuck that. I know you're scared to be alone.
She's 1 million followers on Instagram.
Running right back.
Oh yeah, if you look her up, it like the first thing that pops up says she's a YouTuber,
Okay.
Wish me well, well fuck that.
but I think she's more than that.
Wish you well,
Yeah.
wish you well.
Yeah, this is the part where I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then that. Thick and wide.
It's tiny to the bed, beneath
And it really feels like it could be a different song, but in a good way.
Yeah.
your arms I will sing.
Like the drums sound different. That guitar is just like,
Tiny
and her vocals even sound a little bit different.
Yeah.
under house arrest. If you keep me in your arms, I will be here until I'm dead.
Yeah, her Instagram is very like influencer-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the way that it breaks up at the end.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
And then the tick of the clock.
Yeah. I don't mean influencer-y in a bad way, by the way. I just mean like it's not just here's my song or here's whatever.
Yeah, she's not just promoting her as a musician. She's also like a lot of it, of course,
Like as a
being
personality and
being that June was Pride Month. She's very public about that.
yeah.
So
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I would check out some more of her stuff.
it's good. It's good music.
So her bio says, yes, my pink is my natural color.
All right, now we're going all the way to Germany.
Yeah. So while in Germany, I was on Instagram, and I'm going to verify that this is the account I found it on. There's been a few times, yeah, this is one, where I've like, there's a few accounts I follow where it's just people's like sharing stuff from their vinyl collection. And sometimes I'll go look at whatever band or whatever song or whatever based on, you know, I don't know, whatever. The band name sounds cool. The album looks cool, whatever. So this one, June 20th. So the account is _trusty chords
Okay.
is the account. And it just says vinyl collector. They're based in Hamburg, Germany. And it's just like literally their whole thing is just this. Here's the record. Here it is. And the way they do it, it's like their hand holding up the outer sleeve with the record kind of like poking out of it so you can see.
I think that
kind of
that's a
both
really
things.
cool idea. And
Yeah.
then like that I dig those.
And that's it. Like literally just scroll and that's the whole feed. It's very consistent.
Yeah.
You know?
I like the consistency of it.
He's got a personal page too. Do I follow him there too? I don't. And then also his dad's record collection. They also have that.
Is it called his dad's record collection?
Well, just when it links, it says my father's record collection. No, that's called Vinyl Keller, which would be like vinyl basement auf Deutsch. But anyway, on June 20th, while I was in Germany, he posts this album by Herrenmagazin, Du hast hier nichts verloren, which just came out in 2025. It apparently comes with a limited 7-inch, I guess. I don't know.
it's like the
all of them.
is it Songs in the Key of Life?
Yeah, that comes with the.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was too much music. So
he couldn't just
yeah.
narrow.
So
it
anyway,
down.
so I was like, oh, let me check that out while I'm in Germany, listening to a German band, as suggested, I guess, by a German guy. And I was like, oh man, this is good. I like this. It's like very kind of current indie rock that just happens to be in German.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really dig it. But like the one right before that was this band Roller Girls, who I could not find. And then like Angels and Airwaves, Plus 44, Death Cab for Cutie,
All those bands that you love.
Arrested Development. And then like after it was like Quicksand and Gin Blossoms and Turnstile and like some other stuff like Boxcar Racer and some other things. So it was like, yeah. So I don't always like go listen to whatever he posts about, but this one I made a point to, and I dug it. So I bought this album now since I've been home. Like I said, it was after I was already in Munich. Otherwise, I would have looked for it at that store and just had it shipped. If they would have even had it, I don't know. But
yeah.
So yeah, the tune is called Alter Debütant, which basically just means like old debutante. I do have the lyrics translated, but that starts with enough of the screaming in my ears, a panicked glance at the clock follows, another for the walk to the exit and the nearest taxi to me, salt and fat for my stomach and something for the pain, and then repeat it all so often until you can't forget it. Someone is silent very close behind you. Someone could quote a calendar saying now, everything that obscures my view has been known to me for so long. I stumble every morning into the world like an old debutante. And then there's more to it, obviously, but that's the general vibe of the lyrics. Those are also like Google translated, so it's probably not the best grammatically, but so.
I wonder if this is going to have lyrics or not. Probably not. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
It does have lyrics.
Are they in German or are they in English?
They're in German.
Okay.
Genug vom Geschrei in die Ohren, es folgt ein panischer Blick auf die Uhr. Noch ein für den Weg bis zum Ausgang und das nächstbeste Taxi zu mir. Salz und Fett.
Should have given a little bit of history.
Yes.
I did find them on Wikipedia. So Herrenmagazin basically means like guys magazine, like man's magazine.
Okay.
Men's magazine. It started in 2004. Around 2016 they broke up or just like said we were going on hiatus. And then 2024, they announced that this album would be coming out. This album came out in March. So like if you look at their discography, it's like 2008, 2010, 2013, 2015, 2025. There's some various EPs and things in there as well.
Wie ein alter Debütant. Ich kapitulier vor dem Morgen, schieb den Vormittag über den Rand. Ich verschwinde unter Tapeten, tauche auf und halt weiter die Luft an. Ich lege die Nacht zu den anderen.
I like how separate the guitars are. Like they are panned hard left, hard right.
Yeah.
So dass ich keine Gewissheit mehr brauch.
This would be, I don't know if you like them, I hope you do, but for you, Bo, like, this would be good for you because you don't really focus on the lyrics anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm not even listening to the lyrics. I'm not really. I mean, I hear the melody.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely.
But it's kind of cool then because it just becomes more part of the music for us, you know, not understanding it. So
I should just make up a language and sing it.
Esperanto, Elvish, Elvish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like good indie rock. It just happens to be in German. I'll be honest, I have not gone back to their like back catalog at all yet.
Yeah.
I've just been digging on this album.
I am hearing kind of like, and maybe because it's German, but like 99 Red Balloons. Like maybe that's what. No. But like I don't. But it like if they could be like, if they covered that song, it wouldn't be out of place.
Sure.
Or maybe like the Goldfinger version, right? Like this kind of like has a Goldfinger, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh no, I really dig it.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I've been listening to the album quite a bit. I listened to it a few times on the trip. And then since. So yeah, I'll go back and check out some of their older stuff and then I hope they continue on. keep being a band. It looks like two of the original members are still in the band. I think like the singer and then the drummer. And then for about the past 10 years or so, they've had like 2 newer guys.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? Oh, there it is. It's funny because I translated the Wikipedia page, which is in German. And so like some of the stuff is just like a little bit off. So like founding members, right?
Yeah.
But then it says current cast.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
What is the cast of this show?
So they were originally a 3-piece, and then now they're a 4-piece. So yeah, but I dig them. Actually, no, I take this back. Okay, so the one guy was added. Looks like they didn't have a drummer a bass player originally, and so he was added in like 2005, and then their other original guitar player left in 2009. So it's been like they've been mostly with these 4.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, but I dig them.
Never mind.
So I don't know if I've said this before on here. Probably, I took 7 years of German in school, like 6th grade through 12th grade.
Okay. I'm like, man, you were in high school a long time.
Yeah. A lot of people go to college for 7 years. They're called doctors. Anyway, so when we were over there, we were meeting up with our tour guide, Jens, and Trisha, who's our German teacher, who is the one that put the trip together. She was talking to him, and he complimented her German. You know, obviously she teaches German, so you'd expect her to be good, but also like she's American. She's not a native speaker, you know.
Yes.
But he liked her accent, and she spoke well and blah, 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 and all this different stuff. And, you know, she was saying like, okay, these are my students, and like they are German students, but you know, like even she tells them like they speak baby Deutsch. Like you don't really, you know, you speak it enough. And again, like she's a great teacher, but you don't know how well these kids actually pick up on stuff and whatever. So anyway, she was saying like, yes, they do speak a bit, but you know, you'd probably need to like slow it down for them or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then she said to him that like I had taken 7 years of it. So then he's like talking to me in German. I was like 9. I was like, no. I don't speak German anymore. And so it was like his mission the whole trip to like make me either speak or
like use it,
or just him use it. Yeah, he was like, we'll on this trip you'll be, you know, it'll all come back, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah. So he would always just talk to me in German, and I was like, dude, I said to him, I was like, if you slow it down, I can pick out things. Yeah. But that was my problem just in general because they all just speak quickly, like we all do. Like your native language, you speak it, you know, whatever. So that was my problem. Now, most people speak English in Europe, especially in Germany and Austria and all those things. So like most of the time I would just be like English, and they'd be like, yeah, or they would just see you coming in, they'd be like, what do you want? How are you? Like, yeah, they just know.
Yeah. They could spot an American a mile away.
So anyway, he would like continually talk to me in German, and what was the one thing he said to me? He like slowed it down and broke it into 3 parts. I was able to figure that out. And then the one night, it was like one of the last nights on the trip. It was just he and I standing outside the one restaurant because we were waiting for some people to come, like from our group to show up for the dinner place. And we were just chatting, and he says this sentence to me, and I was like, wait, say it again. And he said it again. I was like, why are we speaking English when we could be speaking German? Is what he said. And I was like, look, man, I'm going to teach you a phrase in English. It's called use it or lose it. Because I said, I have not used it, so I have lost it. Like, again, I can pick stuff out, and I can I'm like, oh yeah, I think that means that or whatever. But to speak it, I would be terrible at, but to understand it, I was like a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but he was funny about that. He just kept trying to get me to speak in German. I was like, sorry, man, not going to happen. But yeah, I also taught him the phrase, do a silly one after you take a picture. Because we took a group picture like the first night. And I was like, and then we like finished. And I was like, you know, in America that we would say like, do a silly one. And he was like, what do you mean? Like what is silly one? Not what is silly one, but like and then he like did a face or whatever. I was like, that's what do a silly one means. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Jens was cool. He was a very interesting man. We were on this boat after we did Mount Pilatus, we came down and then we were on this big lake and we took like an 1.5-hour boat ride back to Luzern.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he's like, look, our tickets are second class tickets. Like we're on the lower level. You cannot go up to the upper level. That's the first class tickets, whatever, which was fine. Like, but he just wanted us to know, like, you can't just roam freely up and down. And then at one point I watched him go up and I was like, I feel like this is Jens in a nutshell. Is just, you can just walk wherever. He never pays for anything. He never does, you know what I mean? He's just like cool and charming and whatever. And like, he can just,
he's like, don't abuse my privilege.
yeah, basically.
It's like, you cannot do this, but I can.
I can. Jens can go anywhere. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. There's our 2 tunes for the week.
Yeah, there's your 2 tunes. Record on the road. We should move to another location in the building.
That's okay. Could take you to the super secret bathroom that I use sometimes.
I don't want to do. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.